better than I can do it. I done read a lot of this shit and I heard a lot of people talking about it, and being a product of mass migration from the South to the North, I've always been trying to take my ass back to the South. I really have. And I love living in the South a lot better than I love living in the North. And my opportunities financially, socially, society-wise, whatever you want to say, was a lot better for me in the South than it has been for me in the North. Now, that's me. I can only speak for me. But others should consider it. We all should consider it. And I hope that people do consider it and put in a serious effort of action to open up the opportunity for those up north to come back home to the South. Go back to your roots. Get some of that country love with that northern hustle, and we gonna be unstoppable. And one thing we can do to help improve on that, because see, we just don't want to make it just us. We want to expand our tent and bring in more under our tent so that we have a bigger coalition that we have. They have no choice but to recognize our influence and our worth and our value in this system. For as long as we scattered all over the place, they can gerrymander and manipulate and voter suppression. But if we take over all them southern states, go back home, become the majority voting population in those states, we can end gerrymandering, we can end voter suppression, we can start putting in people like us who understand our concerns and issues in local government, in state government, and the federal government. And it takes us working together. And we're going to want to work with all those who suffering the same suppression and oppression that we going through. Just because they wasn't slaves don't mean the oppression and suppression of their culture and their race is no different than ours. The Hispanics are faced with oppression, separation. So we need to work out with our brown brothers and sisters, find a common ground that we all can agree on and work towards that. And that's the best way we can do it. Blacks, Hispanics, Asians, Arab, or Islamic, however they want to be classified. I don't know, because, you know, this America, everything got to have a fucking label on it. And anybody else, including white people. Listen, I got white people in my family. And it's not about the skin color. It is about the love. They have love for us. I have love for them. And that's the only thing that really should matter. It shouldn't be about your skin color. It should be about the love that you have in you. Because, like I said, I got mixed family members. I got white family members. I got Hispanic family members. I got Asian family members. I got Native American family members. And I am not going to X them out of opportunity of a better life just because of the color of their skin. They show love. I show love. That's all that matters. So we need to work on that too and put more of a common goal that we all have, that we all need to get accomplished, whether it's better education, whether it's better housing, whether it's better health care, whether it's just better upward mobility opportunities. We need to sit down, work out what we all agree on, and then come up with actions that we can make that shit happen. Mass migration to the South can make that shit happen and a whole lot more. We can change the world, people. We can change the world. We can start right here in America. All we got to do is change just 7 or 8 states. That's it. And America changes forever. The racism comes to an end without one bullet fired. No race war, none of that shit. Just a simple compromise and working together on a common ideology or patriotism or whatever the fuck they want to come up with to be in, to make America great. Oh God, I know I just did not say that. I'm sorry. I apologize. the shit show president. It just seemed like he'd been in office forever. And now that he's gone, it's, you still got withdrawal symptoms. And let's be thankful that he's gone. So I'm going to leave that right there, people. And I hope y'all decide to think a little bit more about it and maybe consider it and maybe even try to work on it. I hope so. I hope people do. I'm going to try to work on it from my end. I'm even thinking about trying to put together an organization that would strictly work with helping people from up north transition to the south and helping people in the south help them with the opportunity of people from the north coming down, kind of like a matching site or, organization. We going to match some people from up north with some employment in the south. It might work. I don't know. Help match some people up north with, residents in the south. Help them find places to live, employment, grocery stores, schools, all that stuff you need, and help us mass migrate from the north to the south and gain our political power, gain our economic power, gain our societal power, and be a force to reckon with and respect in this country instead of the disrespect that we've been putting up with. One of the good things about us taking over them southern states, one of the best things that we can do for our people and just people in general to have peace and tranquility in our communities. If these are all black, Hispanic, and Asian and Islamic and Native American communities, that's all that live here, guess who's going to be on the police force? Yeah, blacks, Hispanics, Asians, Islamics, Native Americans. So that means no more white people driving through your neighborhood claiming they fearing for their life and putting a bullet in your ass just because you was walking down the street. Because we have seen plenty, and I mean there is plenty of body cam footage out there of white cops engaging white people holding guns, assault rifles, arguing with them, yes sir, no sir, trying to calm the situation down. Didn't seem fear for their life then, but then turn around and go into a black community and an 18-year-old boy walking down the middle of the street, you was in fear for your life, so you had to put 9 bullets in him. I'm just saying. That's an advantage that we have if we control the city, the state, that we can put more people of color to patrol the neighborhoods of color. Think about it, people. It could work. Anyway, I'm going to end that subject right there, and we're going to move on to the shit show segment. Yep, we're doing the shit show report. And guess what? It has been a shit show. So who's in the shit show for this week's report? That would be the United States Senate. They let him go again, y'all. They let him go again. The man incites a fucking insurrection to overturn your votes to make sure he become president again. Your votes. He was telling your votes. Black people's votes didn't matter. Hispanic people's votes don't want that shit. Asian people votes, fuck them. Native American votes, y'all ain't about shit anyway. Arab American votes, get the fuck out of my country. That's what he said to your votes. And he sent the white mob to go in there and burn your fucking votes, kill your representatives, and hang the vice president. And they let him go. Now that's 43 Republicans voted to let him go. That should be 43 cases of impeachment on each and every one of them, or at the very least, a fucking recall election. Every one of them should be, we should be in court having the state government do what they call that, no confidence and that elected representative, and that we want them recalled from office, removed from office, and we want another election to replace them for violation and dereliction of duty and violation of their oath of office and the oath that they took that they violated, all of that shit. Because this is the shit show of the year. I mean, they let him go. And this wasn't even like he was going to go to jail or any damn thing like that. It was simply a political situation to where he wouldn't have been able to run for the presidency again. To show a spine, 43 of them dropped to their knees, spread Donald Trump's ass cheeks wide open, and kissed his donut. Right up on that motherfucker. Chapstick on the lips and everything before they puckered their lips up and kissed his shitty asshole. Some of them same motherfuckers that voted to acquit him, or some of the motherfuckers that they was coming to kill. That's the fucked up part about it. They was coming for your ass, and you gonna let him go. And make you think, what would have happened if they'd have got your ass? Do you think they would have said, oh, well, you know, he say he liked Trump. How do we know? Tie him up anyway. Beat the shit out of him anyway. I guess that's how they roll. So if anybody think it's a good idea to have them fuckers removed from office, then you need to start working in your own state from where them 43 are from. And y'all need to start signing, get a petition signed and get some names, some signatures on that mother, whether it's online or in person, but get that shit started and have them fuckers removed from office immediately, not wait till 2022. Have some of them fuckers removed from office now. Just like they had that runoff election for Georgia, we need to do the same thing. Just like they had that recall election in Wisconsin for Scott Walker when he started busting up the unions. Do the same fucking thing to them 43 Senate Republicans and them 137 Congress people. Do the same damn thing and move. We need to remove these fuckers from office. See, this is why we need mass migration of blacks and Hispanics and Asians and Arabs and Native Americans to get the fuck up out the north and go back down to the south and become the political power down there, and we can start removing some of these trifling, no good, grimy, slimy ass, greasy, no love having, snake in the grass, backstabbing, snarling, sniveling, piece of shit ass politicians that we got. And if any of you politicians don't like the shit I said, fuck you. Come say it to my face. Difference between me and you is you talk shit as a bully. You talk bully shit. I don't need to talk shit. I'll just kick the shit out of you. That's the difference. I ain't worried about near one of you. I don't give a fuck if you was a vet. I done kick some vets' ass too in my day. And then want to make an ass of yourself on the street. Because there was plenty of you running around with the shit show mob doing the shit show insurrection, trying to do the shit show turn the election for the shit show president, which makes every one of you a member of the shit show community. Y'all all part of the shit show community. Y'all full of shit. Literally and figuratively speaking. And y'all need help because you're scared, and you need to stop letting your fear rule your better judgment. Because it's that fear that's keeping you from being your better angel. And you need to stop letting that fear turn you into the demon and stop doing devilish things. Because that's what you're doing right now. Letting that fear turn you into a demon. So give it a fucking rest. Sit back. Say woosah. Smoke a joint. Have a drink. Get laid, whatever the fuck you need to do to relax and not be scared. Do it. Talk to a black co-worker and not be afraid. Talk to a Hispanic co-worker and stop being afraid. Talk to an Asian co-worker and stop being afraid. And more importantly,